Since war, however strongly justified, is invariably highly destructive and hazardous, it's not enough merely that there be some injustice that needs correcting. The injustice must be grave enough to warrant the war's costs and hazards. The implication is that many forms of injustice are better either borne or resisted pacifically than opposed by resort to force of arms. In the 16th century, the Spanish scholastic theologian de Vitoria argued that the sovereignty of native Caribbean polities should be respected unless they practice something grossly inhumane, such as cannibalism or human sacrifice. More recently and more broadly, the responsibility to protect doctrine specifies, and I quote, genocide, war crimes, ethnic cleansing, and crimes against humanity as wrongs sufficiently grave to justify military intervention. Just cause, a form of a sufficiently grave injustice, is necessary but not sufficient to justify going to war. An unwarranted assault, and I intervene against your aggressor. I do so, however, not because I really want to protect you, but because I want to get my hands on the oil under your feet. Therefore, in order for belligerence on behalf of the innocent to be justified, the belligerent must meet a second criterion by having the right intention. The belligerent must intend rescue, first and foremost, and not something else. Because war is so costly and hazardous, if there are alternative diplomatic or economic ways of correcting a grave injustice, these should be preferred. So to be justified, the third criterion to be met is that war must be an action of last resort. This doesn't mean that every imaginable alternative must be sought, that, for example, negotiations with an aggressor who displays serial bad faith must be prolonged until formal breakdown, but it does mean that all reasonably feasible alternatives should be tried.